The following podcast episode features players participating in Dungeons & Dragons as entertainment. This podcast is not actual and should not be taken seriously as a form of reality. This Dungeons & Dragons show is for the theater of the mind. Any opinions expressed by a player or other players during the game are their characters' views in-game and do not reflect the ideas, thoughts, or narratives of any fundamental educational institution, employer, other organizations, or their personal beliefs that they affiliate with. Additionally, while the podcast may contain fictional scenarios and characters, any resemblance to real-life events, people, or organizations is coincidental. Listeners advise that D&D is a game that involves elements of fantasy and imagination, and any references to violence, sexuality, or other sensitive topics are intended to be within the context of the game only. By listening to this podcast, you agree that the player and all other participants are not liable for any personal offense or harm caused by the podcast content. Thank you for listening. Roll Initiative. On the last session of D&D, the party begins their investigative journey through Blackwood Village. Some look for appropriate wares while others looking for who did the killing of Aaronjorn's cattle. Helona, now missing from the party, Drago shows up from Oakvale. In the twilight of night, the race comes to an end and the chaos erupts. As the village of Blackwood waits peacefully for the racers to return, within moments they hear a distant roar from the Twisted Trail, a howl they haven't heard before. One racer wearing the colors of Foxclaw comes running back screaming as another racer from Meridia comes stumbling in, only to following to his death. Welcome to Roll Initiative. Vasad and Zelver. A giant boulder was thrown at the Twisted Trail gate, destroying the entrance to the trail. Standing before you is a 14-foot creature with its head dangling off the left of its pectoral. You see an eye, a giant eye, in the right pectoral cavity. You see two pillars coming off of the shoulders, or where the traps would meet the shoulders. You see two huge claws for hands coming off his body. You see it mutating and like slimy looking. It does not look very of this world. What do you want to do? You're flying in the air right now. Mm-hmm. The boulder's beneath your feet. You're in your somersaulting off of the boulder. The boulder crashes into the gate, destroys the gate. It misses Drago. Miles, it approaches Jables by 5 feet. You have Zolver that's underneath, still laying prone, right? Because you slid underneath. And Vazad, you are staring this creature in the face. What do you want to do?
How close am I to it? Like, how close am I to it?
You're about 5 feet from it.
So, like, with me jumping and stuff, am I gonna get to anywhere I can climb up on it?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Okay, so you're tumbling down, and the momentum from you pressing off the boulder, you land on the creature's chest cavity. So now you're like climbing, your foot's on the eyeball, and you can see the eyeballs like twisting. It kind of decompresses into the chest cavity, and now you're on this creature.
Okay, how far away is like that one of those pillars from me?
It's probably about a good 2 feet away. It's like you can grab and climb up on it.
Okay, well, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take out the section of rope I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna tie it around my waist, and then the other end to the pillar.
Okay.
So I'm like anchored to it.
Okay.
And then I just want to look around to see for certain somebody.
Okay. During this time, you're wrapping the rope around this pillar. Go ahead and roll a performance check for me.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you successfully grab the pillar. I mean, this pillar is massive because it's like a bone protruding out of where the trap meets the clavicle.
Okay.
You grab it, you wrap the rope around it, and you're able to pull yourself on it. I need you to roll a strength check.
That's an 8.
8. As you try to climb one of the pillars, the creature moves its body with a massive force, and it throws you like dangling from the rope now. So you're still holding on. You're still kind of doing like that motion of like pressing off the body a little bit with your feet, and then
so it like knocked me off.
Yeah, it knocked you off. Zolver, what do you want to do?
Okay, so it knocks him off. Does he land anywhere close to where I am?
No, he's still holding on to the rope,
okay.
and he's dangling from this from the creature.
Okay, so is the rope anywhere close to where I would be? Like, could I what I'm asking is the rope long enough that I could like jump up and climb up it? You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying, and no, it's not.
What if I jump really, really high?
You can, but you got to come up from being prone first because you're on the ground.
Okay, I'm on the ground. So what if I did like, you know that little back archy thing that you do when
Like
you're on
a-
the ground and then you go like, you're like this and then you go, ba-chang!
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think I would get enough height if I jumped?
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Hold on, let me get my... Okay, there we go. Ooh, that is a 18 athletics plus... That's a 21.
Okay. You managed to like flip up onto your feet, and
Okay.
you guys are all. You don't see this. Drago and Miles, you guys are watching these two in front, past the gate, this destroyed gate. You see now Zolver jump up onto her feet and his feet. Sorry, I'm associating.
Okay.
It's so hard to like
I know.
split.
I
Okay.
know,
Anyway.
I know. Anyway.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm on my feet.
Okay, you're on your feet.
Okay. All right. So now I want to like try to, jump to the rope.
Okay.
Okay. So what do I need to?
I'm gonna need you to roll another acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Roll a hole.
Roll.
Well, don't worry. That is a 7.
7. You managed to jump at the rope, and at the same time as that motion of his body knocked him off, you were in that same simultaneously jumping to your feet and trying to jump up, and it wound up, he hit you with his arm, slinging you 10 feet back from the creature because you're a more smaller creature.
Yep.
You take...
No, I don't.
37 points of damage.
Well, it hits you, but it doesn't do any damage. You just slide back onto your feet.
Okay.
And now I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative.
Can we all say that? Can we all say that at one time? 1, 2, 3. Roll initiative. Tied. Okay.
LOL.
I stole Josh's joke. That's a heads
All
up.
I'm saying is, jail.
Roll Tide.
That's all I gotta say. This is in jail, and this one's not in jail.
Ooh.
That's what I rolled too. What's your modifier? We'll have you and I will have to do rollsies.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what those are.
Okay.
Who's that fourth one?
Which one's or one's supposed to be Hannah too.
It could be Halona.
Alona is alone right now.
Okay.
Alona.
Hold on. One moment.
Why didn't I play that song last night?
Okay, initiative order. I'm going to go from left to right. Z.
16.
Okay, 16. Vazad.
17.
17. Drago.
4.
Miles.
7.
And Jables.
5.
5.
Did you roll a 5? Oh, you rolled
Okay, so Zolver got... Nope. Vasad got that. Z got 16. Drago got 4. Miles got 7. And Jables got 5. Okay. Okay. At this point... so I will not be sharing initiative orders. By the way, you guys have to kind of map that out.
Well, I mean, we kind of figured out with this. We
Yeah.
just didn't know where he
You
goes.
just don't know when I come in. At this point, you see, you're dangling in front of him, and he immediately looks down at you, and his eye now, like you can see, his eye no longer is dilated. It shrinks in like a shark would, like it just completely. No, sorry, it does dilate. It goes all the way out and it just focuses right on you. It's gonna make 2 attacks on you. It's going to make first. It's going to try to lash at you with its claws. Ooh, nat 20 right up the first
So
roll.
I just have a question. Does it have a chance of hitting itself too? because I'm so close to it?
If it missed, probably.
I was just wondering because that's what I was just asking. Cause I'm like dangling from it. If it tries to swipe at me, like is it doing like this?
It's kind of doing one of these motions. Like it's tucking its arm back and clawing at you. Not to grapple you, but to like hit you.
That's what
because you're kind of like swinging off of it a little bit, and you're kind of swinging out, but pressing off of it. Okay. So it was all in that same motion.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to get a picture in my head so I know what I'm doing.
Okay, so nat 20, so 26 to hit. Okay, so it's going to do 2. That is not a D8. Why do I not know what the D8 is? Oh, this it is.
Math is hard.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yikes.
Okay, its second attack. Now, after it hits you, it's going to make a bite attack on you at this point. So it's not. Does a 9 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, so he goes to clamp at you, but you were able to get out of the way. It just missed you. It misgauged where you were at. So, all right. Up next will be Vizad.
Okay. I'm going to take out my back dagger.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna try to launch it into its eye.
Okay.
It's like right in front of me, basically.
Right in front of you. Okay. Normally, if you're making that range attack for your throwing, I'd make you roll a strength check, because you're like 5 feet, if that, from it. You just basically just plunge it directly into its eye. So go ahead and roll an attack. Yeah, you just kind of just like, well, this is still a throw, but because you're so close, you're not going to be able to miss it.
25.
25 hits.
Okay. So then
you see this now. You see Zolver. You see him just plunge this, just throws this knife into his eyeball, and it just makes a screeching sound.
It's a 9.
9 points of damage. Okay.
And then can I? This is because I have movement.
Yep.
Can I then jump off the dagger to go up on top of it?
Okay, so you're pressing off the dagger.
Yes, the dagger's in its eye. I'm going to try to jump off it, so potentially, I guess, pushing it down. Depending on
roll because you are kind of doing a crazy acrobatic move. Mm-hmm. Do an acrobatics check.
That's a 9.
9. 6. As you go to press off the eye, as you did that, it jolts back from just the pain that you caused it. You missed your footing completely off of it, so you're just still dangling there.
Okay.
Anything else? Bonus actions?
I don't know if I have. Think of that.
You can't hear, so there's a beat going on. I mean, there's headphones.
Yes. I'm going to actually summon my Drake.
Okay.
Because it's 5 feet, I guess, on top of him.
Yes.
Can I summon my Drake on top of him?
You summon your Drake on the head, or where the head would have been. Okay.
Where the pillar's at.
Okay. So
it'll be a lightning this time, so he's gonna have sparks.
Okay, so you just see this now energetic, this translucent but lightning kind of shimmering down its body. Zolver, you see this, and Miles and Drago see this, and Jables, you're still behind this large boulder. So up next we have Zolver. What are you gonna do? And up next after Zolver is Miles.
Okay, so I'm right there, up close and personal.
Yeah, you got about 10 feet from it.
Okay. So I have 2 wooden daggers.
Okay.
I'm going to take both of those, and okay, so it has 1 eye or 2 eyes?
1 eye.
1 eye, okay.
One eye and then a human head.
Okay, so I'm human head. Okay, so I'm going to go for the human head. I like that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go for the human head. Now, where in relation to me is that?
It's 10 feet from you to the right.
Okay, so I don't have to jump or anything?
It's dangling off its body, so you got about 12 feet also in the air.
Okay, so I can do that.
So you got about 24
I'm gonna
feet.
try to do, you know how people run on walls and stuff? They can get some, I'm gonna try
some
to
of
do
those
that.
action martial arts movies.
Yes, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to run up it, and I'm gonna take both of those daggers, and I'm gonna go like this.
Right in the head.
Yeah, both ways.
Okay.
So
roll an athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
Or no, acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, okay. Well, that's a 12.
All right, can I do?
You got a modifier on that?
Can I do my bard inspiration thing for her? Since
Off your card or just as an action?
off my card.
Okay, your card, yes. Your action, you'd have to hold it. You would have to have been able to use it before her actual move, but you can use your card, yes.
All right, I want to use.
So
my
you're
card.
gonna get a Bard of Inspiration from his what's that?
Master of Puppets.
Master of Puppets play. So I'll go ahead and flip that card over because now that is done for the session. Okay. What's the inspiration? What does it give her?
I think it's just +1 to anyone.
So you get +1.
Okay, so that's what did I say it was?
12.
12, so that's a 13.
Yep, 13. You managed to, as you were leaping to get the momentum going, your foot almost slipped, but it's almost like you found this new sense of athleticism in you, and you pressed off just the little nook and cranny of this stump, and you pressed off it, and now you leaped in the air, getting just enough the height to line yourself up with the head that's dangling off the side of the body.
Okay.
Now, as you're flying through the air, you're starting to draw you're starting to bow yourself back to make a deep plunge. Go ahead and run an attack.
Okay. What do I roll for?
It's a normal dagger.
Okay. Yeah, I have 2 daggers.
Maybe a D20 first to see if you hit.
Just roll first.
I roll for okay. I always get lost here. Okay, so I got a 14 on my D20, but do I add anything to that?
Your dex modifier, probably.
Okay, my dex modifier is +2, so that's a 16.
16 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, and then damage, I'm not sure what I roll either. Hold on.
You also proficient with daggers.
Yes.
So then it'd be another 2.
It'd be a what?
You add your proficiency bonus to it as well.
Okay.
So
it'd
If you're
be
proficient with something, you add your proficiency bonus as well.
So I guess what I'm asking is what dice do I roll?
you roll your damage dice now. So you're going to roll. It should be whatever your daggers are. Do you have anything for that?
Inventory.
If you don't have anything there, it's just your strength.
1d4 +2 is what a dagger's is.
Yeah,
but
so
you have
1d4 +2, so that'd be 2d4 +4.
Yeah.
What? Oh, this way. Oh, okay. I see where. Okay, 1d4 +5 is what I have.
Well, you should
there you go.
you should do 2d4 +10 because you're using 2 daggers, right?
Yes, that's
okay.
right. Okay, so I got my 2. Okay, so those are those are both 4s +10. So that's an 18.
18 damage. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Calculator.
heck yeah, bro.
Where's my phone?
Oh no.
Let me grab. I don't know math.
That's a 27 in total. With my 9.
27.
And then her.
Yeah.
I'm keeping track.
Yeah, same.
All right. Let's. So 5. Okay. As you
No, hold on. I have a. Okay, go ahead and do that. But I have a bonus action.
as you plunge the 2 knives in its head, you can see this blackest ooze coming out of both wounds, and at this point in time, you hear this loud this screech coming out from the side of its head. It's just flailing its head all over the place, and at this point, it's getting extremely upset. This creature now begins to you can see its bones moving underneath its skin, and it's you can hear the sounds of cracking going beneath its body. I don't know why I closed this. Don't know why. Up next is
Hold
Mr.
on, I have a bonus. I have a
bonus action. Sorry.
Yes, okay.
Bonus action.
So just to make sure I'm doing this right. So my bonus action is I can take any one-handed weapon and use it. So I had 3 or 4 daggers. I know I have more than 2. Give me just a second so I can keep it honest here. I have 3 daggers, so I'm going to take my 3rd dagger. Okay. So first of all, do I lose those or can I pull them out? Is that a thing?
I would say in this motion, because you're flying in the air and stabbing.
Hanging on them.
Yeah, right now you have them plunged and you're hanging.
Okay.
So you're going to have to let go of one to grab the other.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to let go of one. Can I hold on to this one?
Yes.
I mean, obviously I would have to or I'd fall. Okay, so I want to take this. And what is his head attached to?
His body.
Is it like, is it
Like
attached
it's like
with
formed.
a neck?
It's like formed into his head.
So what I'm asking is, can I cut it off?
You can try.
All right. Heck yeah, bro. Okay, so here's my attack.
This is the sharpest wood I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, okay. I got to roll that again because it landed like in a corner, like face up. Okay, well, don't worry. That's a 6 plus 4, right? Or no, plus my...
Go up. Plus 5.
Was this your attack?
Okay, so this is 11, yeah.
11 for your attack roll?
Yeah.
As you were doing, its head was flailing too much for you, and you wound up missing it, and you lost grip on your other dagger, and you fell down, and you land on the ground, but now you're looking up at this creature that stands towering over you. It's like 12 feet tall to you, like David and Goliath, just massive, dude. Okay, Miles, you're up. And
okay, now before just to clarify, I have my dagger, one of my daggers. Do I have it, or did...
the dagger here and here are both gone.
Okay, but my third one I do have.
Your third one you missed, but you still have.
I still
yes.
have. Okay. All right, that's all.
Like intruder.
Okay. So you still had the one dagger in your hand. Okay.
That's what I was
We're good?
asking. Yep.
Okay. Next up, Miles, followed by Miles is Jables.
All right. So how far away am I from the monster?
You are 10 feet from the gate and then 30 feet from the monster, so 40 feet total.
In total. I'm going to cut my distance in half to where I'm in 15 feet of the monster.
Okay, so he should be now visible right there at the edge of the screen on one of the squares.
Right there?
I think the path.
I don't know where the path is at.
Where would I be?
Just tell me where you go, and I'm moving.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're about right there. Okay, and so that was half my distance there. Okay. I'll just go ahead and just move me up 15 more feet.
Thanks for making me aware of my hurting.
I'd say it's about 15 feet.
I use my whole...
Your whole? Okay.
Yeah, just to get up there.
So it'd be from there would be 15, then you get another 15. So each square is 5. So if you move... They're a little...
Oh, I'm sorry. I see the squares now. That's my bad. I see it now, yeah.
Okay, so
bonus action?
My bonus action, I am going to use insightful fighting.
Okay.
And what that is hold on, let me make sure this is what I want to do.
Hate that. Just guess. Do Master of Puppets by Eddie Munson.
Okay, so I'm gonna make insightful fighting, and I need him to make a I don't know. It just says a contested deception check.
Okay, so I just roll a d20 with deception, my modifier.
Yeah, and
then you roll yours.
Right. Okay. Uh, 11.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so that's
that one. That's a
crit
double
fail, dog.
crit.
That's a crit fail.
So I can now see an immediate weak point in the.
Ooh.
Okay.
Man, I hope I get a turn.
Like if it's if I can tell, like if I look at it the way that I read this correctly, if it's like fire does double damage.
Gotcha.
I figured that out.
Can you also do resistances? Does it say that?
It just tells me like it says if I succeed your sneak attack against the target, even if you don't have an advantage, I get an advantage. Just kidding. That's what I was saying. Was the other thing. So I just have an advantage on all attacks.
Okay.
But I'm too far away from its app.
Okay.
It lasts for an entire
But you're
minute.
able to tell a weak spot?
Yes.
Okay, instead of me giving you a weak spot, I'm going to tell you what it isn't.
Okay.
It's resistant to. It's resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from magical weapons.
Okay.
So, do you want to relay that to you? If you want to,
I'm about to say,
you can roleplay that, yeah.
Okay. So I run up, I look at it, and I immediately start to deduct it from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. You just kind of see Miles like chasing all over it, almost like he's having a seizure. And then bounty guy, lizard.
Z.
It's not resistant. I mean, it's resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. Magical items.
Magical items. Wait.
From non-magical items.
Not from non-magical items.
So didn't I do that?
No, it's not.
I pierced with a non-magical item.
But you didn't. It didn't take piercing damage. There was just regular damage.
So how could I? How would I?
It's half.
For example, how would I do piercing damage?
When you just stab it,
Yeah, like how you already did.
you already did
so,
it.
Okay, so I did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was asking. Okay.
That's why I So
in
because
half.
now that he So now that he told you that, that 27 that you guys both did is in half. This is why I was trying to keep track of the math.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
resistant.
It's
Yeah, so it's
resistant
half,
against
no matter
piercing.
what.
Yeah, it's half.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
all right.
like we've got 27, but now it's
27.
Half of that,
It's
so, okay.
now it's 13.5.
13 and a half. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So next up is
Jables.
Jables, and then on deck is Drago.
All right. So I want to climb on top of the boulder
Okay.
that
So
I'm on.
okay, you climb on top of the boulder, and now you have a clear sight through the way. So you're about 30 feet from the gate, and then about another 30 feet from the creature. So you're 60 feet away.
So what I'm hearing is I'm 60 feet away. I would like to cast Vicious Mockery
Oh my god.
while using my loot and pick to cast the spell.
Okay, so go ahead and roll advantage on that.
It's like a D20.
Yeah, D20.
2 D20s.
And then you're add your spell modifier to
Yep.
it.
Ooh, one's an 18. And then
Pretty sure.
it's right here. All right, so 21.
21 hits.
Then
So what is Vicious Mockery?
Vicious Mockery is I rolled a 3, but then with my pick it's +2 attack, so it'd be 5.
Hold
Okay.
on.
And then what does it do?
Well, I pulled it up. Actually, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
But the target has to hear you. So if it cannot understand you,
Okay.
well, if it hears you, it's fine. Though it need not understand you. Is what it says.
Okay, so role play the Vicious Mockery. So what are you saying to this creature from 60 feet away?
You are one ugly creature. You don't even have a head on your shoulders. A lizard just stabbed you in the face.
At this point, you just see this creature, no effect. No effect from you. It didn't even hear you, look at you, nothing. It just it's focused on these two.
But it didn't hear it at all.
It didn't hear it at all.
Okay. That's all.
Vicious Mockery is off the table.
You can move closer, probably.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Do you have a bonus action?
Could be in actions.
Drago, you are on deck, and then after Drago,
Drago already knows what he's gonna do.
Sorry about the whole. I had to look at it.
oh no, you're good.
I thought it was a cancer.
I
don't
thought
have a
it
bonus
was too, but I was just like, when I said it, I was like, that doesn't sound right for
It's
Vicious
like,
Mockery. But
if it would have succeeded, it still would have took half damage. So that's why I was trying to make sure.
it's okay. This podcast, we're all here to learn and help each other, so
I guess
we're all learning together.
even though I ruined it.
You got a bonus action?
I don't have
No.
a bonus
Okay,
action.
Drago.
All right. Remind me where I'm at.
You're
out of the town.
You're 10 feet from the gate, so you were where
Yeah, I
Miles.
was
So you're
running, like, out of
40
the town.
feet total from the creature.
Okay. Seeing what all's going on.
Yep.
Drago is dipping.
Okay.
Like, I need the nearest shop or building or home.
Nearest place that's to you. Roll an investigation check.
daddling on us though. He's a champion.
That is a 19.
19. You notice that there is a as you're running back, so you get technically you're disengaging, so you're going into like more of a story element. You have navigated now like 30 feet from your current location. You see nothing. 40 feet now from your current location. You see doors shut, like nothing inside. You hit about 50 feet now from the gate itself. You do see a place, and above that above the name, you see where it says. Let me get to my chapters here. You see where it says Forge Heart Dingers.
Can you say that again?
The name of this shop is Forge Heart Dingers, and the shop door is just wide open.
I'm booking it.
Booking it, okay. So you go inside, and you see nobody in there. But you can see it's a place where somebody would forge weapons. You see, like, the melting pot.
Okay, he says the door was just open?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to, like, shut the door. Okay. And are there windows?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to, like, shut the door and just, like, cool off for a second.
Okay. So he disengaged. Okay. Next up is next up is me. So now he is amplifying. You can see these bones. You are Vasad. You see a very close up of what's happening with this creature's body. It's like you can see that its rib cage moving. It's like cracking as it's doing, like very deep cracks, sounds of like shifting of bones and joints in its body. It's going to now do another multi-attack. It's going to constrict you, is what it's going to try to do.
I have a question.
What's that?
I forgot to ask this earlier. Did us stabbing, like the eyes, basically do anything to it that we know of? You know of. You don't know that yet. Okay. Right now, it's going to try to constrict anything in its area. Mm-hmm. So it's going to just grab around. 16 to hit. That meets my armor class.
Meets your armor class. Okay. So do 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. As it tries to grapple you, it winds up hitting you. You think, or it appears to you, that it can't see. Okay. But it's flailing and grabbing. Yeah. So to you, it's like, wait, it's like kind of flailing. So it did hit you in the process of trying to grab whatever. 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and it's going to now, as it hits you, it's going to try to make another swipe attack with its claws.
Okay.
24.
That would be.
Okay. Uh, 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm already out.
Okay. So as you see Zulfur, the claw, you can see now.
How many points was it, by the way? Sorry.
It was 14 points. But it just knocks you unconscious because it didn't go over your actual total HP. Mm-hmm. So you're fine. You see this lifeless figure flying down off of this creature.
I'm still tied to it though.
You're tied. You're tied to it. I thought you were holding it.
No, that's what I was saying. Like when I got up there, I was tying it around the pillar. So if I would have tied, then that's why I was confused earlier. Okay. Because if I would have got on top of it to tie the pillar, yeah, then I don't see why I was holding it because I would have just been.
Right.
You tied the rope around your waist.
Yeah.
Okay, so you tied the rope around your wrist first, and then you tied the rope around? Yes. Okay, so now you just see this lifeless being just dangling off of this thing. Okay. It kind of like that Boeing effect on his body.
Do we all see this?
You now, yes, you do all see this, besides Drago.
Here's the plan. Okay, so how close am I to him?
Him?
Yeah.
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so
No. You're 5 feet from him because you're standing right out looking up at him.
So I'm going to take my.
1 second. Sorry.
Yeah.
Drago, not Drago. Your.
Doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything?
Because I can't command it.
Okay. Never mind. Sorry. Zulfur, what do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm gonna cut him off of though.
Okay. So
I'm just gonna run up there and just slice.
Okay.
And then, but not only am I gonna slice, I don't want him to just fall.
You're
on
gonna
the ground.
fall and then catch. So there's three movements here.
Okay.
So make a athletics check.
Okay. Let me go back to my... Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You manage to jump up, and now you're like rope level with him, and you make a swipe check. So with that dirty 20, you manage to swipe, cut the rope clean, and then now Vasad is falling, and you land to the ground as well. Make a strength check.
Catch him. Okay.
Yep.
Strength is a... Okay, that's a 12.
Okay, you do manage to catch him.
Okay.
And it was a little difficult, but it wasn't too hard for you. So you want to softening the blow, and now you're holding him. What do you want to do?
Okay, so that would be my first action.
That'd be your first action.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I have a sling.
Okay.
I want to take my sling, and I'm going to try to hit him directly into the eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll and make an attack roll.
Okay, so my attack roll is just a d20, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you proficient with the sling?
I'm proficient with any one-handed.
Okay, this is
weapon,
a two-handed technically. So you set him down.
I think. Hold on, let me make sure.
That's what I was about to ask. I was like, she just...
If it's a slingshot, it's 2, but if it's a sling, it's 1.
Yeah, it's not a slingshot, it's a sling.
Sling.
Like
okay, so that's one-handed, so that's proficient. So you should be able to get a plus
5.
What's your plus 5? So plus 5 to your attack roll.
Okay, so that's a 14.
14 meets the armor class, so you get
So that worked? Okay, cool. And now I need to roll damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, so damage is a 1d4 plus 2. I have rocks.
Okay.
And you told me that my rocks were... I have 3 stones, 1d4 plus strength.
Yes.
So do I need to roll for, like...
So you roll 1d4,
okay,
and then you add your strength modifier to it.
Okay, so my strength modifier is plus 3. Okay. It's a 4.
But how many did you load in your sling?
There's 1.
Just the 1 rock. Okay, so 4 plus... Did you roll a 4 or a 1?
I rolled a 1, but I had that
3,
plus
so
3,
4, okay.
so 4, yeah.
Which is technically 2.
Yes.
It'd be bludgeoning.
So that's a 2 because it's a...
It's technically that would be bludgeoning. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Like as you now you three, well you two, Miles and Jables, you land at the ground. You notice that Vasad is falling and caught by Zulfur, and Zulfur, you saw her wind up and sling a rock at its eye. You can see now it's like clashing at the air and can't figure out anything. You can gauge that from what you're seeing that it looks like it's temporarily blind. Or it's blinded. You don't know which one or the other. So, next up is Miles, followed by Jables.
Okay, so I calculated if I come up to about 25 feet, I'm I'm directly in front of him. Because that little winding path is my is my only way through, right? Yeah, so 25 feet gets me directly up there. I'm right. Okay, and now that I am there, can I just want to go and I'm just going to grab, I don't know his name, so I'm going to grab the bounty hunter and I'm going to put him on my back and I'm going to dash him out of there.
Okay, okay, so you're going to move.
I use my movement feet to get up
25,
there.
okay.
Cunning action,
so you have 5.
Dash.
Okay.
Which doubles my entire moving speed. So
well, because you're carrying someone.
Which is half
so I get
15.
So you get 15 feet.
So I'm going to move him 15 feet away from the creature.
Okay, so moving 15 feet, which is 3 squares straight back.
Yeah. Which I grab Facade.
Yep. So go ahead and move those 2.
Get in there.
Oh my gosh.
Hannah, there's headphones if you want to wear them. Right here.
Yeah, Madison can't.
Right here in front of this iPad. Here, I can hand them to you.
She got it.
Oh, you got them? Okay.
Reach?
Yeah.
Okay, so Miles, you wound up pulling Vasad 15 feet from the creature now. Jables, at this point, you see your recent encountered companions now at a very... The situation has become more alarming now. You see one of the people you rode with down, being dragged back. You can see the foliage, the dirt, the rocks surrounding his body as he's being dragged back by Miles. What do you want to do?
I want to use one of my second level spell slots and use Healing Word on Josh's character.
Go ahead.
That'll be 2d4s plus 3.
All right.
And that is 8.
Okay, so you just feel this life pump back into you, and as you're dragging him, you feel him go like in his chest, and immediately just breath of air comes back into him. Okay, so you're back in the fight. You got 8 hit points. Okay.
By the way,
Bonus.
Josh, this is me.
Bonus action. Anything?
I don't think I have a
Nothing?
bonus.
Your
Okay.
I think your bonus action is Bardic Inspiration.
All right, then I want to use Bardic Inspiration on Josh's character for whatever he does next. I think he's next, right after me, right?
Well, Drago technically is next, but you can still pin it to him.
use
You
it.
can use
I
it to
want to
him.
just pin it to him.
And what is that? Is it plus what to
it's
his roll?
Plus 1d4.
Plus
or
1d4.
Or maybe something like that.
Maybe. I don't know what it is.
1d6.
1d6. So you get a 1d6 to your roll. Drago, what do you want to do?
So I'm in the shop, correct?
Yep.
What are we talking to this for?
Nobody else was in there?
Nope.
All right. I'm going to... Can I just make a perception check?
You can make, if you're looking around, make a perception check.
$17.
17. Notice you immediately, as you're running in there, panicking. You're you looking all around. You notice on the one wall, you see like chainmail, different types of armor, but one armor sticks out to you. And then you also see on another wall, you see different miscellaneous tools. You see in another part of the building, you see other types of weapons, ranged weapons categorized. And you see other simple weapons as well that are kind of off to your very left by the door.
I would like to go get a piece of the armor.
Okay. So go ahead and write chainmail on your body. Or you have chainmail?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. So it gives you let me look it up. I think it's +1 to your AC. Yeah, +1 to your AC.
And then as soon as I do that, I want to grab the... I'm not going to grab anything else, and then I'm going to like go back to the door and kind of peek through it.
Okay.
And just kind of like check both ways, see what all's going on.
You just see a lot of commotion. You see a bunch of people running off towards the Snooze Inn where you guys were at, and you kind of look to your right as far as you can see. You no longer see Jables No, you still see you see Jables, a bard, standing on top of this rock, and that's all you see. And technically from where you're at, you can also see 3 other bodies that are lying on the ground.
I see
like 3. You see
in between me and Jables.
You see like where the boulder hit. You can see one's underneath it, like a tabaxi hand underneath it, like a cat hand. You see a dwarf also dead, like laying down. And you see another body, but it's an elvish body, laying off to the left of that.
I'm going to go toward the elvish body.
Okay, so you open the door and walk out. Okay. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You walk up to the body.
Okay, so I had enough movement and everything to...
Yeah, because you're in story element. You're not in the fight anymore. I'm just going to call it after I feel.
Going to try to, like, see if he's alive. Or
Okay. Roll investigation check.
Oh, that's not good. It's an 8.
8. As you go to reach down and check the pulse, the body withers up and turns into like a raisin, and you can see this pulse of light shoot up out of it, and then just spirals, and you just see this pulse of light floating above the body. And it's like and it just gives out this like reverberation of pulsing energy.
I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna dip right back to the shop that I was at.
Okay. All right. Next up is Zulfur. Does a 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. It's as you did all this to land on the ground, you got him. You slung this shot.
Oh wait, hold on. Do I have a reaction?
I think you do.
I do. Okay.
I think you have a reaction.
I'm not asking.
And-
I shouldn't have asked. Do I have a reaction? I do have a
You
reaction.
do have a reaction.
She's like, I do.
Okay,
And
but
I didn't
don't
mean
know
to
how
say.
use
I didn't
it.
mean to say 18. Does a 10 hit you?
No, a 10 does not
A
hit
10
me.
does not
Okay.
hit you.
But
Sorry.
should I use my reaction anyway?
You don't have to because
It didn't
if
move past
if I didn't hit you, then you didn't hit you.
What if my reaction is an opportunity attack?
No.
It has to move out of your way.
It has to move past you or out of your.
I have to
Okay,
move out of
you
your
can make
attack.
an opportunity attack when you-
yeah.
so- okay.
Okay, so you see this massive claw coming
trying to
straight
do
for you, Zulfur, and as it gets closer, it just picks up and ramps up, missing you, and you just feel this whoosh of air flowing over your head.
And my hair blows in the wind.
And your blue hair is just like flying
Beyonce
back,
style.
and now you see now another claw coming down at you. Luckily, I'm rolling at this disadvantage. I rolled a nat 20. Does a 24 hit you, or a 22 hit you?
No, yes, it doesn't.
Okay, 22 hit you.
No, it does not.
But now, can I use my reaction now? Or is that
No,
not a thing?
because I didn't move out of your space.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
It literally says in the very, very beginning.
12.
I'm trying to figure this out, y'all. I am.
Does a 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I know where it is, Josh.
So you just feel this massive claw just completely just catch you and slashes across your chest. And you can feel this burning sensation off of the front of your body, and you can feel like blood trickling down out of your where your chest was at. And each claw was about 3 inches to 4 inches apart. So you're looking at like your whole body has like as like a raptor just gashed you across your chest.
Okay. Got it.
Are you still in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just see Zulfur just get decimated, and it knocks you back by 10 feet. And at this point, you do get your reaction because you are being knocked out of my space.
So this is a normal attack.
So if you want to react to that attack, you can, because you're being forced now out of my play space.
Okay.
Out of my attack space.
Okay. How do I want to do this?
One dagger to the face.
So you're still going to be moving.
no.
You're still going to move back 10 feet,
Okay,
but you get
so-
to attack before you move.
So resistance to bludgeoning damage, to piercing damage, and then what was the other thing? Slashing. Okay, so that's all the things that I can do. But you know what? It's fine. What about kicking damage? Is that bludgeoning?
That would be bludgeoning, yes.
Whatever. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. So I'm gonna run back at him.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not gonna do no
Wait, so
bludgeoning.
like imagine you're being hit and you have an opportunity during the hit to hit him before you
Okay.
get sent back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like. I'm just gonna start punching. How many punches can I throw?
One.
Can
and
it
just
be
roll
2?
your strength.
What if I do it like this? With two hands?
Like a defibrillator?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can, but it would
not
just
gonna
take
change
half of
anything.
yeah. It's not gonna take.
Just give him the old AC.
Okay, that's a 15 plus something plus 5.
Okay, so you hit.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20. Yeah.
Okay, dirty 20. So you hit, and you.
Okay.
What's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is plus 3.
Plus 3. So you do.
Yeah.
So you do
It's
2 points of
it'd be
bludgeoning
2 plus
damage.
half.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
2 points. So it's
Yep.
so we're at 17 and a half.
Okay. We just went with Zulfur. Now,
It was his.
oh, that's right. It was his.
At total, we're
now
at
it goes
17 and a
to back to Vizad.
Okay.
Now you
Am I still
And then
in
it's
like
back
in
to
your
me.
hands, like being drugged?
I was
basically?
dragging you by the your collar of your shirt.
Yeah. So like I'm still technically getting.
yeah, you're still
mid-drug.
prone. Yeah.
I'm gonna like kind of like freak out at first whenever my eyes woke up, and then knowing I'm getting drugged, I'm gonna dig my heels in real hard.
okay. So just
And then just leap up and like try to break free from.
I'm not gonna resist.
no resist. Okay,
Yeah,
you just feel like
I'm like, all right, chill, bro.
And then I'm going to pull my arrows out, and then I'm gonna hit this with a bow shot
okay.
into its kneecap area, so I can do something else.
All right.
So, 16?
16 hits.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget about the bardic inspiration.
I can use it whenever I want.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah, right.
That's a 12.
12.
In piercing damage.
12 in piercing, so that'd be 6. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna start like running towards it again, knowing that now it's like technically blindly attacking.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like almost swoop around.
Okay.
To where I'm coming at the knee that I hit at an angle.
Okay. So you're gonna be like, are you gonna be in its space or gonna be off of its space?
I'm gonna be, like coming. I'm doing a wide sweep.
Wide sweep. Okay. So put him about what, 10 feet?
I'm trying to see how much. I think this is 31. Yeah. So we'll go 10 away from him.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. So, Brandon, if you want to move his character 10 feet to the right of the creature, so 2 squares.
And then my bonus action, I'm going to...
To right here, or...
I can't see. What?
I hit this knee right here, right?
Yeah, to the right.
Okay,
Yep,
so
there you
then,
go.
Yeah, so I'm beside it.
Yep.
And then in my bonus action, I'm going to command my Drake that's still on top of him to bite with its essence, like, so it's infused with lightning damage kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm speaking in Draconic, by the way.
To this.
This is my Drake.
Okay. And
that's it.
Okay.
So my Drake will go after me.
Your Drake will go after. Okay, so now right after you, following is your Drake.
Yeah, and so he's gonna roll to bite. That's all he can do.
Okay.
It's nat 1.
That one, okay. As your creature goes to bite down on it, you can see the surge of energy trying to flow into the creature, but it's almost just like a 9-volt battery to it. Just nothing. But
it's air.
What it does do, it does cause the creature to immediately shift its attention to wherever that Drake is at.
It's like it's on top of it.
So now it's feeling like you can see its shoulders scrunch up. These pillars now kind of create this like apex like of its shoulders.
Would it give it better coverage? Just pinching them in.
Well, yeah, you got 2 pillars above now the Drake's head, kind of like this, and you can see it's like you can tell it shift its focus to whatever is up here, and you all see this.
Perfect.
Okay. Next up is Zolver. What do you want to do?
Okay. So, where am I? I am right in front of it, right?
Technically, you should be 10 feet back from that current spot.
Okay, so 10 feet back. That's fine. Okay.
Well,
that's roughly what we're
okay, that's about right where you should be, so never mind. Pull her back to that square.
Okay, so I have 1 dagger.
Yep. And 2 rocks.
And 2 rocks.
Should get flanking now because I'm on the other side of it, right? And it's also blinded. Or would my Drake I got flanking earlier? Because he was on top. I just not thought about that.
It's flanking. Technically, you have to be like
because we're talking
you
from multiple
creature and then you behind it, or can it be on the side?
I don't know. That's what I just know. Like for example, if I'm thinking like flanking like in a battle, like it's if you're facing one way, like if I'm facing Preston, anybody from here that's outside my range can flank me. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm checking real quick
that
too.
might have changed the bite attack.
Looking right now. Let's take a look here. Jeez. For the sake of it, we'll just go ahead and say yeah. So roll a advantage. So just go ahead and roll another again. Yeah.
It's 17.
17 hits.
So it does change things.
Every time I do this, you're like, it's coming. That's awesome.
So we just be 5.
5? Mm-hmm. What did you didn't half it or anything?
No, that's just 5 piercing damage.
Okay. So because it is of a magic creature, it takes the full amount of damage.
Okay.
So now at this point, it makes its second strike. For the sake of narrative, it makes its second strike. You can see all the electricity surge from this body and go into this creature, and you can just see it like the creature shaking momentarily, and then it stops, and now it's really focused and intent on this. Zolfer.
Heck yeah, bro. So it's not paying any attention to me.
Not at the moment, nope.
Okay. So what I get? What is the thing that you get when its back turned towards you?
Flanking. That's what we're talking about.
Flanking. Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take. I have 2 stones, and I have 1 dagger.
Okay.
With my left hand, I want to throw 2 stones.
Okay.
With my right hand, at the same time, I want to throw 1 dagger.
Okay, so
can I do that?
So you're gonna make. Okay, so 2 throws technically, 1 with 2 stones and 1 with a knife. So go ahead and just roll a strength check for me.
9.
9. Roll another strength check.
9.
As you load, like looking like Henry Cavill, you just load your arms up real fast, and you go to throw everything you have at it. It just bounces off the body, like the blade of the blade handle just bounces off the body, and the 2 rocks just.
And it did 1.
And it did no damage. From what you see, you're like.
But then when it falls, does it hit it in the foot?
No, it actually it goes into the body, and now now the focus is now on you.
Okay.
So
I have a bonus attack.
Gathering this information, you know now because you've done enough attacking on it. When something does damage to it or attacks it, it immediately focuses on the last attacker.
Yes.
You notice this. So
okay, so I have a bonus action, and I also have to move.
Okay.
So I want to slide underneath it, like in between its legs.
Okay.
And then hop up and just kick it in the butt.
Okay. So you slide underneath its legs and you just hop up and kick it in the butt.
Yep, that's what I want to do.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack damage.
Okay.
And first roll an athletic roll.
I don't know if I'm going to use this one. Let's use this one.
If you want to move her character directly on the creature.
Okay, athletics, that's a 13.
Okay, you successfully slid, and then you slide right underneath it. As you're sliding underneath it, you're gazing up at its underparts, which there are none, and you keep sliding, and then you pop up, and now roll your attack.
Okay, my attack is a 15.
15 hits.
Okay.
Which is just 1 damage. You kick it right in the booty.
Take that.
But that 1 point of damage caused it now to focus its attention on you.
Would it have been 2? Because 4.
Oh, sorry, 4.
Yeah,
okay,
4
so 2. Okay, so
that's what I thought because she has a high.
Sorry, I thought you had a 2 for your.
Yeah, she has a high strength.
Okay, we have done 30.5 damage.
Okay.
So focus is on her, right?
Focusing now on Zolver.
Okay.
Next up is Miles, followed by Jables.
All right,
Miles.
so this thing,
you can see now it's like shifting down.
It's got pillars.
It's like, imagine the pillars are more of like its bones protruding out, causing pillars, and now you can see him scrunched up but looking back.
But there's a head on the side.
Yes, a head coming out this side here.
So like, it looks like there's more weight on this side than this side.
Right.
Okay. Knowing that, I'm going to look up, I'm going to grab the rope out of my backpack,
okay.
I'm going to sprint as fast as I can,
okay.
I'm going to lasso his head on that side and slide the opposite way, and I'm going to try to pull it down to the ground.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and move his character up to there. Roll a performance check to see if you were able to get the lasso on the creature's head.
Performance. I might use my.
That was my drink, by the way. He's like, hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my Kinkyu recall and get an advantage on the roll.
Okay.
And is this an attack? Because I'd already get an attack.
Technically, this would be I would say because you are in battle. So yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
It won't do damage necessarily.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do
okay.
damage. I'm just wanted to know. Yes. 19.
You successfully threw the rope, and it just lassoed right around, almost looking like the Death Star X-wing approach. It like lassoed right perfectly around the head and tightened up around the neck.
Yeah.
And now you're sliding past with the rope taut on its.
Yeah. And like as my attack would be, I'm just gonna try to slam it onto the ground.
Okay, slam it down to the ground. Roll a strength check for me.
Jesus, take the wheel. Would I get since I didn't do any damage and it's still attention on her, do I still get an advantage?
I would say yes because it's flanking at this point.
Jesus, take the wheel. Does a 12 hit?
Well, I was looking to see if you could pass the strength. As you go to pull, the rope almost slides through your feathers because this creature's 14 feet tall and it's massive.
So now it just has rope hanging
So
from
now
it?
it's got rope hanging from its head. You just tugged its head.
Okay, yeah. But while I see this and that didn't work, as my cunning action, I'm going to tie it to a tree behind me.
Okay, roll another.
Like behind him.
Okay, roll another performance check.
Sweet. I'll just do straight roll.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
It's like a half nod.
As you go to pull the rope down with your feather hands and the rope just glides through your feathers, your immediate thought was, yeah, that didn't work. So you immediately you saw a stump in the ground and you tied around it. It was taut, but you think it's around it. You think it is. Okay. Jables, followed by Drago.
Can I say something
Yeah, you can have it.
Well,
I'm just smirking. My guy's just smirking at the rope.
I weigh 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I got bird bones.
Burn.
All right, so I see that.
He should use that bardic inspiration, no?
This is Miles.
And then I look over and I want to use one of my first level spell slots to use Healing Word on Zulfur.
Okay.
That's only a 1d4.
Okay. 1d4, so
all right,
2.
1d4 plus 3, so 5.
5 total points. Good. You can see these music notes flowing off of your lute, and they just start wrapping around her or him, and it just goes into the body, and you can see this new life about Zulfur.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use the bardic inspiration.
You got bardic inspiration, you can move.
All right, I think I just want to stay on top of the rock because I feel pretty safe right there because I can just jump off if I need cover. But can I use the bardic inspiration on his dragon?
Yeah.
All right, then I want to put the bardic inspiration on your Drake. Okay. On your Drake.
Okay. All right, Drago.
All right,
You're
I'm
a damage dealer. I need you to.
Still kind of just peeking out the door.
Yep.
Watching. I still see the orb.
At this point, you see the orb go, and it goes, and just shoots up and into the sky and dissipates. And now you have like this person that used to be an elf, just like a raisin. It's like it's shriveled. The dwarf. Now you see the body go shrivel up, and then the orb pops up, and the tabaxi, as you look over the fur hand, you just see it already shriveled up.
All right. And I still see Jables.
You see Jables on top of the rock, just banging on the strings.
Knowing what's about to happen, because everything's going on, I'm just gonna
Go see.
I'm just like, I'm gonna take a long rest.
I'm gonna take my long rest now.
I'm gonna prepare my statements for the after fight, so that way I can be like, "This is why I did it, guys."
I totally helped. I
want
was
to
there.
cook something on the forge.
He's cooking it.
I got this cat.
And start just.
Oh no!
Campaign one, baby.
I'm gonna just keep looking out the door both ways, keeping an eye on for.
Someone's gonna come in and you'll be like,
Make sure no one comes into the shop.
I'm looking for something that's gonna end up happening. So
Okay.
I'm just still
roll a perception check.
All right, I just want to make sure. Am I in earshot if he decided to scream anything? Like, could I hear him if he decided to relay
He's about 20
information?
feet from you.
Okay, just in case.
I got a 9.
9. Yeah, you're not seeing anything besides dust flowing and the sounds of growls in the distance. And okay,
Yeah, I'm just still.
that's the end of your turn. All right, next up, me.
yeah, but I was like, it's not me.
At this point,
It was focused.
it's focused now on what appears to be you.
Yeah, because where the rope
So-
was at.
It immediately, like, because it feels taut and pulled, it immediately, you can see its whole body like shift, almost like in like a weird contorted way, like the bones would break and its rib cage is going into itself, and it just slashes at the stump, tearing it completely out of the ground.
Frick.
Now you can see the rope just dangling along with it.
That's at least one of its actions.
It's going to now make an attack on, technically, on the
tree.
No, the
Drake.
the
thing.
Draco.
It was the last thing that damaged it.
So as it's coming down with its own claws on top of the Drake, what's its AC?
What'd you get?
Well, you'll find out.
I just want to know.
What's the AC of the Drake?
No, you tell me first.
Technically, I hit myself. So,
Oh, okay. So then it's 16. So.
so
Theoretically.
And also, he has those pillars on him.
Yep.
So, would it be even higher?
Would it be in cover? Like, since
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pillars?
It matches my armor class, so I'm messing with you. So it's 16.
He's like, I roll in that one, I stab myself in the eye.
He's like, I
at this point,
commit. So
you notice that this now it's like screaming because it just caused massive damage to itself. You can see its claws like sink into its body.
I have a question.
What's that?
So my Drake can take a reaction, right?
Okay.
And it says when another creature within 30 feet of it that it can see hits itself with a weapon attack, it can do something. Is the claws itself a weapon
Yes.
attack? Okay, so then it's going to add a d6 of lightning damage to its attack.
To its attack. Okay.
Yes! Take that, guy!
Okay.
That's for tearing my rope. Wait, did my rope tear or is it still dangling?
It's dangling, I think.
That's for stealing my rope.
At this point, you now see the creature just like buckling down, very weak. It immediately turns around, and as it turns around, so
I'm technically
can you turn the creature? As it
180?
does that, I need whoever's in the vicinity of
How many feet?
10 feet of the creature. That would be, I think, Zolver, Vazad,
And then everybody,
Miles
except
would
for
be too.
Jables.
except for Jables. I need you all to roll a acrobatics check.
Oh god, I don't have a good dice. They all been rolling low for me.
I got a 10.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You two, as it whips its body towards the other way, that tree stump that you tied it to comes whipping around as well. You two see it, and immediately, what do you want to do when you see it?
Can I like jump off it?
You can jump off it. So you time it just right, and you just
Because I'm
come,
gonna jump towards the creature. Like
you
him.
jump towards the creature.
Yeah.
What do you do?
As soon as I see it, it's like I'm like slow motion coming towards me. I calculate every movement to where it just misses me, and I
It's like Matrix.
And so as soon as it's coming towards me, it's like I'm calculating every move, and I just barely miss it, like a Matrix, like right beside me, and it just
Okay.
kind of skims.
And it skims
right
the
across
feathers,
my
just
nose,
and it just have these little feather particles coming off you. Zolver. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay. as the tree trunk comes flying at you as well, you just duck.
Basically
duck.
the same thing,
Yeah, and then it just grazes your hair, and you can see little blue hair strands get shaved from this tree trunk. And as it does that, it immediately makes a dash action of 60 feet from it going in this direction, Brandon. And then at this point, going towards the opposite way. At this point, you get an opportunity of attack. Vazad gets opportunity attack. Zolver gets an opportunity attack, and Miles gets an opportunity attack. So go ahead and make your attack rolls, or what you guys want to. And Drake does too.
Is it within the minute?
Yes, it's still within the minute.
So
16.
16 hits.
Boom, boom. All I got are daggers. Just kidding.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, do I get something, or am I just here?
You get roll an attack.
An attack.
Technically, you don't have any of your weapons, so you can only make.
Right, I'll have to punch or something. I got a 16 plus
16
5.
hits.
okay, look,
21.
my Drake got an 11, and then I got a 20.
You got a 20.
Yeah.
Okay, you hit. You hit. Drake doesn't. You hit and you hit. Go ahead and roll your damages.
What's a D8? 4 D8?
It's the one with 8 sides.
Is that
Good one. I think it's this one.
Ooh,
I got a 13.
That's what
13. Is this with a
It's my bow, so it's
bow? So it'd be piercing. So that'd be 13 minus half of that, so it'd be 7. 7 points.
I'm just gonna.
Can I hit it in the back of the knee?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Like to see if I could.
I'm gonna bite.
Okay.
I can do more damage.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, so that's a 1d6.
Bite its ankle as it's running.
it's like a chihuahua.
Like you ain't getting away
Just
from me.
gnawing on it. Gnawing on it the whole way.
Okay, so I get a +3 to this one. That's an 8.
8. So bite would be piercing. 8, 4.
damage.
So 4. 7 plus 4. Okay. What was your?
I did 11 roofs down to 5.
11 down to 5. So.
But as soon as I see him hit the knee, I'm gonna slice with my rapier at the exact same spot as he's passing by me.
Okay.
So I'm like, hit.
I forgot the bardic inspiration.
You had 2 of them.
Yeah, your
I
dragon
was
also
fine, but my
has one.
Drake could have made it now. You
Okay.
just made it.
There you have it. You have it for now.
As you guys all collectively hit this creature, you definitely cause a lot of damage, and you can hear it now, like just limping, but it winds up getting away and runs away and distantly fades into.
So what happened to me? I was jumping towards it in midair.
You were jumping in midair, but as it's leaping out of the way, you just land where it used to be.
Okay, and so my Drake fell off with me, I guess.
Yeah. Because yours is like a range thing, so it would still.
I was making sure because I didn't want to freaking take more damage. Like a tree hit me on the way down.
Your head hits the stump.
Would I have heard it like running off? Since I heard it show up.
They freaking took my.
You continue to take your nap in your forge.
It took my dagger. It was in the eye.
No!
Or did it fall out?
Search the ground.
Okay.
If I find it, I'm gonna keep it.
At this point in time. At this point in time, the creature is gone. The threat seems to be gone. Rubble is everywhere.
Can I look for my guy that I was trying to do earlier?
You can. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'm still confused in the combat.
The atmosphere is silent with wind blowing through. You can see some people kind of like off in the distance, like peeking out, looking to see what's going on. What do you guys want to do? You three.
Yeah, so
Zulfur, Facade, Miles.
as soon as he's gone, you see Miles take out his notebook and he's writing down everything he saw about that creature.
Okay.
Knowing how observant Miles is, Vasad's going to come up to him and he's going to question him if he's seen, I don't know if it's going to describe, not going to say a name, but describe the ghost, or the spirit, technically is his name.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know what it looks like. You never told me.
We can roleplay what you want to do first, and then I'll write.
If you want to come here, Josh, I can show you. Let me go to chapter 2 here.
While this is happening, Jables is going to sit down on the boulder he's standing on and begin the writing process for a song about this fight.
This is the tale
of Jables the Bard fighting a
You wouldn't technically
demon
know this,
all
but-
by himself.
This slender elf, yeah. He's a slender elf, yep. Okay, as he's describing this to you, guys want to roll? If you guys want to roleplay this,
Okay, I would like to look and see if there are any weapons that I could pick up, any types of kinds.
go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay, investigation. That's a dirty freaking 20.
Okay.
Heck yeah,
you do
bro.
find both of your daggers fell out of its head as the lasso was. It connected to both daggers and pulled them out.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Seriously? Nothing else?
And your stones.
Daggers and stones. Okay, so I got everything back then.
Yep.
I'll give you mine.
With the information that I just saw, like before Josh texted me, because I would have done. I mean, before. I mean, we can role play it in a moment. But as soon as the beast left, I'm writing down everything I remember about him. I want to cross-reference what I know about the Dark Priest ritual that I knew about earlier.
Okay.
To what I just saw.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a history check again, or roll an intelligence check. Sorry. Based on as you're deducting it, looking at your journal, flipping through the pages, you do know that this is very similar to what you have read about from before about necromancy and bringing the undead back to life, or bringing the dead back to life.
Okay, so I want to look around. I just want to do a perception check.
Okay. Go ahead and do a perception check. If you guys want to roleplay, real quick.
Roleplay.
So I'm gonna run up since I couldn't.
You just see me jotting down
It's
stuff.
like, have you seen?
19.
I'm just gonna say like yay high,
19.
kind of like slender elf, white spiky hair. It's important. He has like an Edgecliff uniform on. He was part of a racers.
You can roll a history check yet.
21.
21. You do recall seeing this person as they were running into the Twisted Trail race.
Alive?
Yes.
Like I saw him running back to.
No, you saw him running into the race, but you haven't seen him come back out.
I remember seeing a mate that matches that description starting the race, but I have not seen him return from the race.
Okay, well, note this. If you see him, I need him.
What's his name?
I can't disclose that because I wasn't given his actual
pointed
name.
hair, white pointed haired elf. Yay high.
Yeah, very slender. And again, Edgecliff uniform.
Or like colors or whatnot, yeah.
Edgecliff racer.
Yes. As I'm like kind of like explaining this, I'm gonna pat to see if I still have the photograph. I'm not gonna pull it out. I'm just trying to make sure it's still like secured from me getting knocked around.
Yeah, it's definitely still there.
Okay.
Okay, I want to walk. Well, first of all, perception check.
Okay.
I got a 19.
19.
Yeah.
And you were doing what one more time?
Perception. I just wanted to see what's like. I want to see if I notice anything in particular, like about what's happened and how everybody's reacting and such.
Everyone's reacting like they just got out of a giant war. Mm-hmm. You can see people like kind of like mourning. You can see the figures that ran past you. You didn't get a chance to see them, but you see these people that are like raisins in the middle of the street. They're like dried up, and they don't look alive anymore. They're just dead, soulless.
Okay.
Everyone around, there was magic that was just used in this fight.
No, there wasn't. No,
So
none of it.
What magic are you
uses
talking
magic?
about?
No.
Because I was knocked out when the magic
we can
was
act like
used.
magic wasn't used, but we know that beasts come to eat magic. So magic was just being used. I'm just telling everyone to be on guard for that.
I'm gonna look around, noticing that we're just here. We're missing the other two people. And
we should probably go into the city.
We need to find Drago, because there's a reason that he's not here.
The magic creatures.
And that's why I'm going to be a little irritated that he wasn't here for this.
Okay.
Knowing that we basically sacrificed our life for the town and he dipped.
So we can probably head back into the city, out of this creepy forest.
Yeah, because you three are in the forest still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At this point, we're going to go to Drago. You hear the door knob slowly creak open. Hello?
I'm going to stand there and act like he doesn't see me.
As this giant, chunky-looking orc staring directly at you.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, roll. He's gonna fight now, boy.
You can see his right hand clenches up. He goes and he says, "A thief, are you? Stealing my crafts. What is the meaning of this?"
I'm gonna slowly take it off.
No.
Set it down.
Keep it on.
Do I hear any of this happening?
No, you know that the orc went in there, but you don't know. You can't hear this.
Can I start heading that way?
You
since
can,
I saw the. Yeah, I want to start heading that way to just check on the orc.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's in there, but I want to go check on the orc, to make sure that he was okay through all this.
All right. Well, then, as I'm taking it off and he says that, I'm gonna put it right back on.
I think you're gonna do some business for me,
and
you're
then
gonna work for me.
I'm gonna take a gold piece out of my pocket. And I'm just gonna sling it at his face.
No, he's been
Okay,
more
roll
expensive than
a
gold
strength check.
piece.
This is the second time this guy's had money from.
That's a 5.
5, yeah. The gold piece just misses. It lands into the melting pot and just. He goes. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't break you in half.
Well,
for stealing my.
I was actually just trying it on.
You realize what's going on out there? And he's getting, at this point, very animated.
Am I there yet?
At this point, you come walking in.
Hey, buddy, you all right?
Oh, the bard.
Oh, so this is where you ran off to, Draco.
You ran off. So we have a coward.
I wouldn't really call it ran off. I was preparing, but you guys ended the battle too soon.
Well, I wouldn't say a coward, but he is a friend, and I'm sure that the other people are going to want to have a talk with him. I wasn't necessarily in the fight either, but hey, you know me, bud.
He looks down. Get it off. Get out of my shop. And you can see at this point he's getting very enraged.
Where are we at in the room?
You are in front of him,
Please try to fight him.
and there's a melting pot behind him, and he stands about 2 feet over you. He's a little bit taller
and
than
where's
you.
the door at?
Behind him, behind the orc.
So the melting pot is kind of beside the door.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it off.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lay it on the table. And I'm gonna walk as far away from him, but up to his side. I'm trying to scoot by him.
Now, if you want to be a proper customer, it'll be 15 gold pieces. And then you can get your sorry little butt and get out of my shop.
And I'm just gonna book it out the door.
Okay, and at this point you shut the door and you're still in there.
Saucy little one, isn't he?
And he just stares at you. And he just turns around and walks away.
Oh, you're good.
See you next time I'm in town, bud. I'm going to go check up on what everybody else is doing.
Okay. As you also leave too, now you guys are kind of. Have you left the trail yet at all?
Yeah, I was coming back.
You going?
We're trying to find
so
him.
now you guys are all converging back.
So I see him,
to this
right?
point. Yep.
I'm gonna start booking it. Sprinting at him, fists clenched.
I follow.
Gritting
him.
my teeth.
Okay.
Because when I get close to him, I'm gonna straight up try to punch him.
Okay.
For leaving.
Okay.
So should I roll for
So
that?
at this
Or
point,
do we
you see Miles, this kinky bird running, and you also see Vasad, this white-haired person, just bolting it like directly towards you. Like you don't think there's a sense of like threat behind them. It's more of like you're getting this feeling of like, oopsie.
I'm pretty tired, so I'm walking.
Yeah, and you see Zolfer walking up as well from the trail.
My Drake will be falling behind.
Okay, and you see this Drake also going.
I forgot to mention
Just like
that because he would just be following
you can
me.
see these little electric particles flying off of it. What do you guys want to do?
I'm just gonna like let him keep coming at me, but if he tries to swing, I'm gonna try to dodge it.
Okay. So as you get close to him, now you're within striking range.
Okay, so I'm going to do the old bounty hunter trick from my old tavern bar fights, and I'm going to take a fake gold piece out, and I'm going to toss it up in the air for a distraction.
Okay.
And then that's when I'm going to try to punch with my left hand.
Okay, so roll a deception check to see if roll a contested deception check.
Or do I just roll straight D20?
Yep.
I got a 10.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, so your immediate focus went to the gold piece, and now you roll an attack with advantage.
With an advantage?
Yep. Now this is just a punching. Yeah, this isn't like a threatening.
Yeah, it's just.
Can we just make it like a narrative thing?
Yeah, it's gonna be a narrative thing. Yeah.
I'll
I
wear
don't
it.
want to do damage.
Yeah.
I'll wear it.
I got an 18.
Take it on
18.
The
So
It hits.
It hits. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to punch
That-
him like
that
hard
one
to knock
hit-
him down on the ground.
That one hit connected to your face, and you just felt the sensation of a thud and then immediate pain, and you fall to the ground almost instantly from
As
that
soon as he
hit.
lands, I'm going to pick up my gold piece again.
As he's picking up his gold piece, I run up because I was running up right behind him. I run up behind him and I slide right in front of Draco, and I offer my hand to help him pick up.
And now you see this Kinku just offering his hand to you.
And I'm just walking.
You can feel, you can feel the blood start trickling out of your mouth at this point.
push him back down.
I'm just gonna grab his feather and like.
As soon as he grabs my hand, I yank it away and make him fall back on the ground.
All right, then I'm gonna actually go and pick him up.
All right, and I'm gonna.
Okay, hold on.
Oh my god.
So as you grab his hand, roll a performance check. You roll not a performance check. Roll a strength check. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh.
I want to roll a check. Can I roll a check?
You're walking. A
Roll
walking
a
check.
walking check.
Walking check. Let's see
if
what
you
I get.
fall out of exhaustion.
I got a 14.
14.
I got a 15.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So as you grip his feathered hand, he just now there's nothing there, and you just fall back down to the ground.
And I'm
The
like,
dust scurries up around you, and you can get the sense that they're mad because you bailed on them. Like they saw it. It was more of like a connecting moment for you guys. You guys rode together, experienced some things together, and that was that moment where they all had each other's backs, besides the back that you didn't have.
and then I grab my notebook while he landed on the ground, pull my notebook out, and aloud I write out COWAR.
And you say it out loud as you're writing it.
Yeah, I literally spell it out.
I'm gonna.
And Jay-
I actually walk over to him and help him up, just grabbing his arm.
Okay,
off
so
the
he kind of
ground.
like.
Except I'm gonna spit the blood out, and then I'm kind of just gonna like ignore it because the first two guys did it. So I'm like, probably not gonna trust you. So I'm
I
like,
didn't pick you up. I didn't offer. I picked my gold up.
well, assuming the first two people were mad, I'm just gonna kind of like
But I do
help
it with the
myself.
If you guys want to role play that, you can. Instead of just.
Well, actually, because we just talked, I probably would grab your hand. So I'd spit out the blood. And I'm gonna.
Okay.
Then I help him up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
kind of like straighten
I'm just
myself
now
up.
arriving.
Yeah. So now Zolver walks up. This blue-haired lizard now walks up with
and
this
I-
the scar of a slash on your chest. Now you have this
Yeah.
3 gaping scar. It's healed, but now it's cosmetically.
It's like you can see it through my clothes. 'cause
you
I'm
have
wearing
your
clothes.
first battle wound, and it's like
And I'm
it's,
really pumped about it too because
Yeah.
like this is what it's all about.
you're like
And I'm
Raccoon from
Is the scar bleeding?
no, because she was healed.
Okay.
Yes.
But now you can see the skin discoloration from where the scar is compared to your regular green.
Yes. Okay. So I'm like,
Who are you?
what's going on, guys? Looks like everybody's kind of mad at each other.
No, I'm
for
fine.
some-
He was
oh.
fine. I'm lying through my teeth about it, so I don't know if
I'm all right.
Inside.
Oh, hey,
I don't have to inside.
so I'm gonna look at.
because
I'm gonna look at who. Okay, so I don't know his name, but I'm gonna look at Vasad, and I'm gonna say, so hey, I kind of helped you out there. So like, do I get to know your name now, or like, is that
in due time?
But I helped you.
time.
So when is
that a
so
family
due
name?
time?
I mean,
Wait, is that your name? In due time?
no.
Okay.
In due time.
And that's when I'm gonna scoff. This is why I don't tell you my name.
No, I really
Immature.
thought I really
But
thought.
I
No,
do like the
immature
idea
because I'm a freaking kid.
That you helped out in the need, unlike some people, and I'm gonna give like a side eye to somebody that I already kind of tried to bond with.
And then I'm gonna spit out more blood.
Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna look back at Vasad, who I don't know the name of, and I'm gonna say, okay, what if you just tell me your name and I won't tell anybody,
I'll
and
give you
a promise.
a nickname.
Okay.
You can actually just call me F.
F.
Just the
F?
letter F.
F for what?
F is
Can't
for
tell you
friends that do stuff together.
That is
U is
that is
for
going to
you
be
and me.
the biggest step somebody's ever gotten to me. And just because you're a little boy.
Yep. You're just like,
I'm a little boy that saved you, so I guess next time should I just leave you hanging
Yes.
when you're tied to?
Yes, you
Oh,
should.
Okay.
It's not your job to save me.
Well, I
While
wanted
they're
to because I
talking,
liked you.
I walk up to Bounty Man. I bid you adieu.
And I'm going to shake your hand. Formal.
I am going to go
Very
to
formal.
the
Oh, don't forget his name is F.
sleeper. What's
I
it?
don't know what F
snooze.
is.
The snooze. And I need to sleep this off.
not to barge into your party. I'm sorry. And at this point, you know it's Noble Brenner.
Does he freak out with the Drake being there too? Because it's a whole.
He kind of walks out. He
interesting
says, I hate to break up this meeting here. Yeah, we've got a problem here.
I can see.
And I would like you guys to come to my place, if you don't mind, and we can discuss this.
Can you patch up
offering
my
us-
wounds?
I was about to say, are you offering us shelter for the night?
Yes, free of my charge. Falofia will take care of you guys at the snooze and get
Who
you
will?
guys straight. Falofia.
Philadelphia.
She will take care of you at the snooze.
Wait.
First of all, on behalf of Blackwood, we'd like to thank you for doing what you've done. We've lost our vital defense here. Our Zilfin defenders are... He kind of just motions to the dead bodies that are in the street from the boulder.
Welcome.
Did you say that out loud about the wounds?
Yeah, because like I'm sitting here like because I'm like real hurt still from it.
So while this is all going on, I'm gonna like walk behind you and like reach up and touch you, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
I'm gonna be really tense
Okay.
because right now I'm just still.
As you're doing that, forgive me for not being transparent earlier. We have a much serious issue on our hands, and I know that my carelessness has cost some lives today. The town looks to me, so I would like to not make a scene here. We can hash this out at my house. I'll provide food, and I'll talk to Falofia to get you guys shelter. This race meant more to me than I thought, and I am sincerely sorry.
A more honest chat this time, right, Bruno?
Yes, Mr. Miles.
I have a question. This is
Sounds
just
like
for
something
more.
fishy.
Whenever we were in the fight, was the monster's feet the same as what I saw?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And so now I know exactly. And so I'm going to ask him about what's his name? I already forgot his name. Like Aaron or something like that. No, that's it.
Roleplay. You can roleplay it.
Jonathan, the old man, the cattle farm.
Aaron Jorn.
Yeah. He hired me. By
Did
the
he?
way, separately, to investigate this, and the monster that we just faced was the same cause, or at least the same evidence that was present at his farm. So I'm just gonna say he was telling you the truth at the tavern when I spilled the beverage on you.
Aaron Jordan's probably still at Brenna's house, if I had to guess.
Yes, Mr. Jordan is still at my house, and you're right, and I'm afraid that's what this is.
Okay, so is he going to compensate me, or you want to?
Are you worried about money right now?
Because I'm sorry, this is part of the thing. Also, with your house, do you allow animals in? When I say that, I'm going to look towards Zolfer instead of my Drake.
No! I literally saved you!
Because he's different from me, so that's why
And you're a freaking... I'm going to look at you and be like, you're
cool, though.
Freaking...
We shook hands. That's the only reason. He's very formal, so I don't see him, but you're chaotic, which is fine.
I don't... Young one. I don't look at you as an animal.
Well, I'm glad that you don't, because...
You're all
I'm just smirking.
welcome to my home.
Brenna, eyes are on us. Let's proceed to
Yes.
Me right now.
Definitely we need to make haste. It's very important.
These people look towards you. Don't show weakness.
You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have an issue. These wonderful gentlemen have warded off what could be a very problematic scenario for us at Blackwood. Please, I know that things are shaken. Please resume your lives. I will discuss with these men what we could do. As for now, our fate of Blackwood and our defenses lies in their hands.
Brenna,
Please, no questions. Let's go.
for a moment, I kind of lean over to Brenner's ears. Will you have able bodies begin to form a wall where your gate used to be?
Oh, right.
Rubble?
I need any stonemasons that are here in the town to please immediately begin grabbing materials so we can build up and reinforce the twisted gate. And I hope that those races that are still out there did not come across this thing. Anyway, men, my home. And he just walks off towards the direction of his home.
I follow him.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him, but I'm gonna kind of break off, because since we're all like being looked at, probably I'm gonna kind of break off a little bit to the side, so I'm not like thrown into like with the animal. But no, just jokes aside, like I'm literally just gonna break off. So I'm also sitting next to my Drake when I'm walking, so I can keep him under control.
Okay.
Can we take a break before we get into
Draco?
Am I walking beside you?
I'm asking.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah, probably.
Zolver, what are you doing?
I'm just, sorry, I was out of commission for
Oh,
a
you're good.
second. Are we still in the same...
You guys are all still like kind of like right out front of the forge shop.
Okay, so...
We were heading to Brenner's house.
Okay, I guess I'm going as
Okay,
long
so you're
as
going.
I am...
He's walking.
Welcome.
With your Drake. What are you doing? Are you walking next to
I'm
him?
walking next to him.
I'm next to Brenner.
I see everybody start walking, so I figure I'll just follow them.
Okay. As you guys walk with Brenner, you see these people's faces. They're just like mourning over the fact of like their homes were just destroyed by this giant boulder. They're fear-stricken. And at this point, you guys walk up to his house, and he says, I know before, Miles, I was not transparent. You have my word. I'm fully here. And he pops his door handle and opens the door, and you guys all walk in, and we'll take a break right there. Welcome, everybody. We are back. RollInitiative is back, and we are about to undergo the next part. So everybody, as you guys walk in, you guys hear the door shut behind you and shuts.
Did it shut by itself, or did one of us?
He shut it as you guys walk in. You guys can see this. You guys see like this very decorative place with like cathedral style like awnings in his home. You notice that there's a nice big oak table. That's where he would have his meetings. Miles, you're already familiar with this home. You see Aaron Jorn. And you guys see, but the rest of you see another older gentleman sitting down there, like with his hands crossed, like kind of like just rubbing his beard.
I didn't see him.
No, all of you see him now.
Yeah, but I thought he pointed to you and said that he saw him.
Yeah.
No, I would notice, but he probably would have noticed him at first too.
Yeah.
Because he was with me whenever we talked.
And he said, Noble Brenner speaks up, and I do want to say thank you again. I need your guys' help.
If we can.
I mean, obvious.
Are you crying when you said that?
If we can.
Yes.
Brenna,
Yes.
Can we start from the top? But this time, I just look at him.
A couple of days ago, the races were coming in from out of town, and Mr. Aaron here said that he heard something at night, and I brushed it off. And, well, as one of the racers went out to get a mapping of the trail, he said that he encountered something, and he suffered a lot of bruises and scrapes himself. He nothing of this size, he said. Much smaller, he said. So I don't think it's the same creature. I'm not sure. Well,
to my knowledge of the creature, would I know if it continues to mutate?
That you wouldn't have known.
Okay.
But you, as he's saying that, you guys can roll investigation checks.
This is
every single one of us.
This is Brenner.
Brennan, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make eye contact the entire time he was talking to.
I got a 17.
Okay, and you see Aaron Jordan just going like
19.
Just like kind of itching his eyebrow.
7.
Okay.
Those who rolled past a 15, you guys are kind of piecing it together, thinking like this creature, it could have been that creature that this other racer saw. And I didn't call the race off because
you're an idiot. I mean, just being honest.
the town needs money. We were looking forward to this. We had to keep the race going.
Yeah, what's a lot of people's souls at the cost of money, correct?
I understand.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't.
kind
To
of
your
embarrassing.
defense,
I did not think it was going to be this. Well, the day before the inauguration of the race, Mr. Aerodron's cattle was brutally mutilated, which made a major hit to one of our exports to the city, or to the village here. And I didn't think it was anything again. I thought it was the bears or wolves. And now I see that it's much bigger than that. And even so, much bigger than that. And at this point, he walks over to his dresser, passes, okay.
You have a thing of his, a map of his.
Yes, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. He walks over to his dresser, past the table where Aaron Jordan's sitting. He grabs a little drawing or a art piece. My brother's niece. If I would have known that this was going to transpire, I would have told her to stay. And now she's out there, alone. And now my brother can bring the entire guard here.
I got lost. It was like
I'm in fear. And I need you guys' help to get her back or find her. Please.
What does she look like?
Is he holding a picture?
Yeah.
At this point, he is holding a picture.
That's what I was wondering what she looked like. And she was part of the race, I guess?
Do I notice her? I do not notice her.
You do remember seeing her. She was part of the race, yes. Let me pull up my notes here. You notice in the picture another slender high elf. She's wearing a flower dress, and you see her with another familiar face.
Is this his daughter?
No.
Sister?
This is his niece.
Niece.
You see her with another familiar face. Halona's face.
What? Girl, what you doing here?
Boom.
On this picture, along with Greylock Riverwood, which is...
I know him, yeah.
The high guy, right?
The High Councilman of Edgecliff. This is what she looks like.
And she was part of the race?
She was part of the race.
So then she's not alone, right? Because how many people were participating in the race?
That's what I'm hoping for.
And like there was like only a couple people that came back. I mean,
yes.
If she's with somebody that I know that was in the race, she's probably in decent hands.
Miles just looks around.
That makes me feel a lot better.
Hopefully.
Who is this person?
Where's Alona?
I haven't seen her since we entered town, but
I haven't either.
You know, she's also been very quiet. So I mean, I just kind of don't know around. Okay. Just like
a good chance she went searching for your niece. What's her name?
Kayla.
Kayla?
Kayla Riverwood. Mustn't I stress that if we do not find her, I will probably be dead. This is his daughter, and she was under my watch.
And you put her in the race?
I did not put her in the race.
So why would you be dead?
She was under my care.
So,
she stayed with me.
Yeah, but...
So he could have stopped it?
That's what I was asking. Like, so if you didn't stop it, I mean, you technically put her in the race, right?
The race. My brother will look at it like...
I mean, I can see that. I mean,
There's
if I was your brother, I would probably do the same thing.
Let's focus on what we can control and figure out now. Where was the last place you seen her? Was the start of the race?
The start of the race.
Do you have a map of where the race is?
It's like in a big circle, I think, is what they said before.
Yeah, but I need, do you have the path that they take?
The path, the way the Twisted Trail works is the trails change every year just to spice up the race, so that way racers can't get edges on the race.
So do you have the current?
So we have no current
We have
map.
no current map of that.
So you have no idea where they're at? That seems
they are out there. That's part of the...
So wait.
Part of the Eldorian
How do the racers know
courage.
where to go?
They don't.
They just run?
They run, and they follow what they believe is the trail.
So then somebody couldn't just have ran out and then ran back in?
No, because...
After a day or so?
They have to hit certain cities and every marks.
There's certain markers that are out there, yes. But these markers...
technically is a trail.
Yes, it is a known trail, but the way the vegetation grows, it's hard for us to have it mapped.
Do you know where the markers are?
Yeah, that's what I meant. So technically you still have a map. It doesn't matter.
Are they landmarks or city marks or...
Exactly.
How do the racers know...
Where to go?
Where to race?
Give you first place.
I get that it's changing.
They know that it's a survival race. Are you familiar with this race at all?
No, I don't care.
Okay, so
races.
The historicity of this race was built upon one of our own guards from the Eldorian Empire, and he traversed. We're gonna hit him with the carrot. Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
need that mean,
Okay.
dude.
I don't need the history. I need answers.
Anyways, to make it short, this was a test of strength, survivability. If we handed out maps to our racers, it would just be another novelty play.
Because we take shortcuts.
Because
so this
exactly.
is like the Amazing Race.
There's no maps. This is the Eldorian Courage, and that's why we don't have maps. They know that there are 3 markers. The entrance of the race. They have to make it through the cliffside of Octovia, and then come back through the gate.
And how long were they out? Like a day? Not even a day full, right?
Well, a day here is 18 hours. So they were out for roughly about 18 hours.
Okay, so we just have to go worth a day of travel in the path to the landmark.
It's recently rained.
Yeah, and we can follow
we can follow the footprints up into a certain point until they'll start breaking off.
And that's why they call you a great detective, Mr. Moss.
So we can follow that. Looking at this high elf.
Okay.
Looking at this high elf. Looking at this high elf, it seems as if she is a size.
Looking at the picture,
educated guess.
Yes, she's 5'4".
Insert educated guess. Size.
Slender. She's wearing a different uniform, obviously.
You said
she's
hourglass.
She's.
We're a pair.
That is my niece and my missing niece at that.
She's probably a size 7 foot. I'm just trying to narrow down what footprints to.
She's roughly about 5.
Do you have any of her shoes here? Where did she stay?
Yes, I do. She's actually, her room is my.
May I?
Yeah. Go ahead. And he's pointing to the door that you earlier saw.
Is there like an
that he was sketched out about?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go in it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start.
So
investigating.
as you go in it, there's a flight of stairs that go down.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow it down.
Okay. As you go down, you see just this bed. You see all these pairs of running shoes laid out, like very neatly organized. You see another picture there with just 2 figures in it, and it's her and Helena.
Okay. I'm going to tear the place apart, and I'm looking very, very calculatedly. I'm looking at all of her running shoes, and I'm comparing all of the tread to them, and I'm accumulating what I would think the pair that is missing, the tread is going to look like.
As you go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Why he's doing this? Is there like an apple or anything around?
Yes, there's food all on the left-hand side of this kitchen.
While he's like doing all that, I'm just gonna grab an apple, just start eating it really loudly. So yeah, just very comical.
22. As you're deducting all of the shoes and tread, you notice you get a very similar pattern that they're mostly the same kind of tread. She's very particular with the type of craftsmanship of the leather that was done on the shoe. And you can tell that the shoe, that it's not a big foot. It was a relatively.
Looking around, is that my investigation for the entire room, or just for the shoes?
Entire room? You also see that picture. It says "My best friend." And
is there any like makeup or any powder substance?
No.
Is there any? I'm just looking. Okay, I just take the shoe and I turn my notebook sideways, and I start with my pen.
Would you roll?
A 22.
You do see a letter on the desk.
Okay, I'll get to that right after I do this. But I'm just gonna take the bottom of the shoe and I'm gonna color it in with my ink pen, or not my ink pen, but my pen, and I'm gonna imprint it into my notebook so that I have the exact replica of that shoe print on my notebook.
Okay. Zolfer, Drago, and Jables, what do you guys want to do?
I'm looking for paintings on the walls.
I knew it.
Roll an investigation check. And Zolfer?
I actually was distracted by his eating.
Yeah. I also tossed an apple to him, by the way.
That's what distracted me.
Okay, so Drago's distracted. Jables is in mid-catch of an apple.
And have I noticed this other guy that's in the room?
Aaron Jordan, yes. You notice an older figure just getting there, just scratching his eyebrows.
All
yes.
right. I want to walk over to him and I want to say, so I hear that the town's low on money.
Currently it's, I'm afraid much worse than that.
Well, if it's money we need, then I have a pretty good proposition for you.
He looks up and he sees him. He goes, have you found anything more from the farm? Sorry, not to interrupt you, but
that's the only reason why I'm here.
What have you found?
The beast that just attacked
Yes.
is the same thing, but there's something interesting. There's somebody, I guess, doing something with Leonard's house.
What at Leonard's house?
But
yeah, Leonard, he was a night watchman for.
But it just kind of like the footprints turned into human prints. And they just disappeared. They just didn't go all the way to his house. They just kind of disappeared in the field somewhere, and I just lost it. But the original prints, or the claw marks in your cattle, were the same as that beast. So, I mean, just like anybody can think, like you thought originally, that beast was what did that. So, I mean, as our contract stated, I found out what did it.
Yes, you did. I don't have my pouch with me. I'll have to go to my farm and grab it for you.
Convenient.
I can go with you.
Sure. You can go with me if you'd like.
Towards Drago, you want to come with me? I mean, so I have an eyewitness.
I feel much better protected with you rather than myself anyway.
Do I need to roll a deception for lying to him, by the way?
Yes.
Because it followed way further than just in the middle of the field. That's a 13.
Okay, you think he believes you. Zolver, what do you want to do?
Okay, so what rooms are in this
You see
house?
a kitchen to your left. You see the dining room table, the dining room area. To the right, you see it goes into a master bedroom, and then you see a door which Miles went down into.
Okay, so I would like to investigate the dining room.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a investigation check.
Okay, well, don't worry, that's a 10.
A 10. Yeah, all you see is just like nice, fine, like kitchenware knives. You see a nice, elegant table. You do also see a picture that's set up as well, and it's a picture of him and his brother.
Okay, do I recognize his brother?
Roll a history check.
Okay. 11.
You've seen the name.
Okay.
You've heard that it was spoken about before.
And what's the name?
Greylock Riverwood.
Greylock Riverwood.
And you know from passing through the local pub that you are a part of, that you grow up in, that is the councilman of Edgecliff, or that is the councilman of Eldoria.
Okay.
He's number 2 on that command out of 12.
Councilman of
Eldoria.
Eldoria. And do I know anything about him other than that?
That's all you know.
Okay.
You know that he is a very powerful influence.
Okay, so are there any there's a china cabinet? Is that what you
there are some cabinets that are kind of set up that run along the wall to his entrance.
I just want to look in I don't want to go through them heavily. I just want to kind of open them and examine.
Okay, as you pop the 2 cabinets open, you notice that there's some other fine ware, some more stashed knives and stuff like that, and that's pretty much all you see.
Can I take a knife?
You can. Go ahead and write one dagger.
One dagger. Anything in particular about it, or just
a regular old dagger?
Well, okay.
Now that he's done eating his apple, can I make another perception check?
What are you looking
for? Pictures on the wall.
Roll investigation check.
Sorry, investigation, not perception.
That's a 7.
What
Don't worry.
I'm gonna.
I am terribly
Picking up on my hint that the farmer is not the head of the village.
I got an 11, by the way.
Okay, you don't notice anything of artwork on the walls, and it's you just notice pictures.
I don't know this guy. Yeah, I don't know either of these guys really, but I'm gonna start looking around, where we are, for any instruments that might be laying around.
Roll an investigation check. Miles.
Yes.
As you're done
with the shoe, I would have picked up the letter.
The letter, okay. The letter is enclosed with a wax seal.
Do I notice the seal?
Yes.
Does it look familiar to me?
It's just a normal seal of just a commoner letter. It's nothing it's nothing important. It's just a regular seal.
I look at it. Well, she's probably dead, so.
You just pop it open. Okay. You see a brief writing in common, in Elvish. Do you read Elf? Okay. It says, "Best friend, I hope you make it to my race in time. I'm eager to see you, and I'm hoping to see your face as I cross the finish line. ... My uncle is crazy. he thinks I'm going to stay in from this and not get out and run the trail. He's got to be kidding. ... These woods are spooky, and I probably should have went out. And I hope I can win. And if I do, you and I will go get drinks. And then it says heart, Kayla.
Does it have to where it's who it's going to? Like I turn it around?
Yeah, it's going to Nature's Bounty.
Nature's Bounty? Do I know that?
You know that's the shop of Halonis.
Okay, so this is probably going to... Okay. I just kind of stick it in my pocket, and then I remember Brenner. I'm just kind of like sitting there, just thinking as I was reading. I was just reading the note, but I wasn't really reading the note. I was thinking about other things.
Yeah.
Why would Brenner want to protect this room if there was a fire, knowing that Kayla was already in the race? And so with that, I'm going to begin to like lift up her bed frame, see if anything's underneath her bed, or I'm checking her pillows, I'm going through drawers. I'm just...
Roll another investigation check.
I rolled a 12, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you ain't finding nothing.
30-20.
As you're shifting through all of things, you thought that you checked everything, but right as you were about to walk out of the room, you got this to the left. You see this little dresser with 4 books on it, and you immediately was like, "Whoa, I didn't check that." So you walked over there, and you just grabbed the first book. Nothing. But as you did it, you see there's dust underneath the book. So you set it back down. You grab the second one. Dust under that one as well. You grabbed a third one, and as you grabbed it, you pulled, and you see there's no dust underneath it, as if it was recently grabbed. What do you want to do?
Very suspicious.
So just to check, I just kind of move the fourth book to see if the thing moves at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to thumb through this thing intently to see if there's any folded pages or something hidden in the book or anything of that manner.
As you open the book, normally the books would all open in with like multiple pages at random.
Yeah.
This one opens at dead centerfold.
Okay.
And there's a jewel. And you can see it's connected by other strings connected into the book. It's not like a valuable jewel. It's just a placeholder jewel.
Yeah.
With multiple strings attached to it. Like, think of it like it's like in a spider web, but there's like little strings that are
it
coming
as
out
if
of the book.
I try to pull this jewel out, it'll trigger something.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I make a... I just want to investigate it. I'm not even really trying to figure out if it's going to hurt me if I pull it out.
Okay.
I just want to know, is there something about this stone? Why would he protect it? What's this book about? Like, those are the thoughts running through my mind.
Roll another investigation check, and as we do that, Zolver.
Okay, so I went through all the cabinets and everything, and now I want to just kind of look at the floor. Like, I want to see if there's any...
Okay, roll another investigation check.
Footprints or things.
Okay.
Just wow, I'm gonna...
Okay, that's a 13, no, 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah, 12.
You see that the floor's dusty, hasn't been swept. You being very particular with like cleaning, you know, that's what you've done.
Yes.
You can tell that this hasn't been cleaned.
Okay.
And you can see that there's footprints, multiple footprints of different sizes.
So is there anything that like... So I guess what I'm asking is there footprints that wouldn't look like any of ours? Would I notice that?
Yes, you would have noticed that.
Okay.
You can tell that these footprints are multiple, different sizes. And you were piecing the fact that it's none of yours.
Okay, so there's been lots of people in and out.
There's been lots of people in and out.
Okay.
Jables.
All right. So, since I did not find any instruments, I I guess just wander around and look. Well, actually, is the head guy, is he busy?
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, did he just leave?
Yes.
With them?
No, Aaron Jorn left with them.
Aaron Jorn left with them.
Because you went with them, right? Yeah. So Aaron Jorn is with Vizad and Drago, and Mr. Brenner walks back from his bedroom. Oh, where did Mr. Aaron Jorn go with those two young men?
Oh, they went to talk about the cows, but I think I have a solution for your money problem.
Oh, what's that?
How about this? We go and we throw a big festival in town. I go and I try to get some of my bard friends to come in, and we'll just have a big conquering of the beast party. It'll bring money to the tavern. Part of the proceeds of the bards can go into the town to help build the fence. Maybe even a rebuilding the gates festival.
That's a really good idea. I do like that. Slight problem though. What if that beast returns and we have all of this innocent people out there? That would be more blood on my hands. I like the thought. What if I have a little bit alternative?
I'm listening.
What if you slayed the beast and then you propped its head up and we hold the Festival of Heroes and we can coin it the Festival of the Five?
I like the way you think.
And proceeds, I'll tell you what. You know what? He grabs a piece of parchment, starts writing. If you guys slay this monster and you bring its head to me, I will grant you one favor from Greylock Riverwood. And from the sounds of it, Edgecliff is going to need a new adventurers guild. Because if they fought against that thing, then they're probably dead.
That is a decent point. And as the leader of our little group, I am willing to shake on it.
Very so. That was... you're a wise leader. So he extends his hand out and shakes. Okay.
Amazing. And do you have any instruments in the house?
I have a drum.
A drum? May I see it?
Yeah. He turns around and walks off into the room. Drago and Vizad. You guys made it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab my pouch, and I will be right back. It was 100 gold pieces.
I'm gonna pull my book out because I written it down in the contract, and since I don't remember what we actually agreed on because it's been a while.
It was 100 for just discovering the problem, and it was additional 100 for slaying the problem or ending the problem.
So then that side of the contract.
Are you Audi 5000? Hey, thank you for coming.
Shoes untied.
Wait. Final roll.
Deception. You'll never know.
We'll talk about it Monday.
So that side of the contract will still then be open.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Because I feel like he would want it dealt with.
Yes.
I don't know if that's up to him, but yes.
Okay.
And then
you can hear them.
We'll wait out here.
Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. And he goes in. You guys are standing outside this farm.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna bow out and just make sure it's all taut and we're ready just in case anybody tries to come up. I know we just got attacked, but
yeah. Both of you roll a perception check.
$24.
24. 8. You don't notice this, but as you guys are facing near, like, towards the north exit, because the Aaron Jordan's farm's here, then the exit leaves. You notice at the corner of your eye, you see this person, this little short person, just kind of like leaning out and kind of just like and then he kind of just walks out and just starts walking down the road with a little backpack satchel. It's a little gnome.
Does it look weird?
He just kind of looked like he was like just kind of like eyeballing you real fast and kind of like making sure. You can see he was kind of being investigative, and he just pops off the road and starts walking towards the village. And that's all you see.
Can I do something interesting? Yeah. From spending time with my Drake, it just taught me a gift of the dragon, basically, and I'm gonna just using that connection, cast thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And make little whispers and be like, I saw you.
You see this like person
trying to make sure that he
stop.
knows it was me.
He's like,
that's what
you see him stop dead in his track, and you can see his little like.
Do you whisper that like actually?
You can. I mean, I don't know how loud the whispers would be because it's little ominous whispers.
I was wondering if I would now have noticed.
You would know that I said the phrase.
So do I need to make another perception?
Intraconic.
No. You see this gnome like turn around, like look around, and he sees that you're staring at him, and he goes, and he kind of just, and kind of gives you that face like, hi, and then just turns and just tries to walk a little bit faster and just tries to book it into town.
Okay. He's going to town. Somebody said to remember that. That's what I'm
you hear the
like
door.
You would have known it by then.
Yeah. You hear the door open. Okay. Here's my coin and 100 gold pieces, and he scrapes out 100. He's kind of like, here's 110 for your valiant effort out there in the fight. So he pays you 110 as opposed to 100.
And then that's what I'm going to thank him, and that's when I'll make sure we'll get rid of this problem for you, so you never have to deal with it.
Thank you.
For paying me extra, you're going to get extra protection. And
I'd be thankful.
Like I said, just watch out for the hand, like your helper.
Oh,
Leonard, I think his name was.
Mr. Leonard.
Yeah, just in case.
Very odd that he would.
Kind of concerned with it going towards his house, but
right.
It just disappeared. So
he's an ex-guardian, rightfully so. You're right.
If you do run into him and then we're around, let me know, or him know, and I'm gonna gesture towards.
Yes.
But don't tell anybody else, because I would like to have first, so no influence, so we can figure out what's really happening.
Okay.
If there's anything else fishy.
Yeah, I'll let my hands know that you are looking for him.
Thanks.
Is he in trouble?
No, I just want to make sure that he's not in trouble.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm trying to protect you and him from any problem. And I know that my associate here would like to do the same thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, right? Yeah.
Okay, so
I will
do you want to be
know.
walked back, or do you just
yes,
sit
please.
Here? Okay.
If that's cool.
So we're gonna make a pit stop on the way back, and I'm gonna gesture towards him. I was like, we saw somebody spying on us earlier, so I mean, I felt weird about it.
Who's that?
I don't know, just a little gnome guy.
Oh, Nugget.
He had a backpack on. I think it's what
he works as you see his little shaky. Trish's. He works at Trish's.
That's the same guy, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trish's Goods is where he works.
Okay, so I guess we'll head that way, unless you want to do something else, because I feel like we have time, and then that's where we'll walk. Popping the gold for now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow him.
All right. Back to Miles.
I rolled a 23.
You rolled a 23.
Yes, sir.
All right. You don't get the feeling that this is gonna harm you at all. You get that this could be a contraption of some sort that could release something in the room or cause something to appear in the room.
But I get the sense of how?
Not how, but you get the sense that this is a contraption.
Does this feel like a key?
Maybe.
Will any of the other pages, like...
Nope.
It's just like stuck.
It's like a hollow.
I take it while the book is open and I start walking around the room to see if it starts to glow or triggers anything, or I even put it next. I just start. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just kind of like letting it guide me.
As you're you're letting it lead you. Nothing Nothing takes form. Nothing shapes. Nothing moves. It's just
What's the name of the book?
The book is titled My Mysteries.
Do I get that this is might be a gag book?
Yeah.
Frank.
You get the sense that this book was crafted to be this purpose.
Like a trip up for someone?
Or to hide something.
Like something's in the jewel, maybe? Let's tap on the jewel to see if it's hollow.
As you tap on it, you can see like the threads that are suspended that are holding it. You can see it move back and forth, and that's it.
I'm gonna inspect the book. Is there like a button on the book? Like I'm looking, like feeling down the spine of it, inside the increases, like the creases of it. I'm feeling for like any type of mechanism that would release.
You don't feel anything on the outside of the book. The book is hollow.
Okay.
It's a little weighted. Like it's a little concerning that it's got some weight to it.
Yeah.
But as you open it, it's like a center book, and there's a square
In the
cut out of the page of the pages with how's this jewel that's suspended by thread.
I'm going to bring. I'm gonna pull a book out of my bag.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it in the place of that book.
Okay.
Just like to fill the gap, and I'm gonna put this book in my bag.
Okay.
And going to walk out of the room, I feel pretty confident. I've covered every square inch.
Okay.
Like I've even, like, just telling you, in my investigation, I would have like felt to see if there's any boards that lift up, or like anything that was hidden in the floors or something like that.
Okay. You don't really notice anything.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back up to the room.
Okay. Okay. As you walk back up in the room, this is kind of where Brenner kind of intersects with you. He goes, did you do what you needed to do?
I open up my book and I show him the footprint. I got her footprint, so
Yes,
I'll
that's
be able
yours.
to track her.
Good.
Specifically, we'll be able to at least figure out what direction she went and
Good.
forth.
You're a good detective.
I hope so.
I see why the watch sent you. Coincidental, but
Yeah, why would the watch send me? That still vexes me. I feel like they know something. Otherwise, why reward me? And I'm just like thinking out loud as if no one's there in the room.
he looks over at Zelfer, and Jabel's like, does he normally do this?
And I'm just kind of like muttering, like under my breath. I'm like, why would they do that?
Like math starts coming to you.
Yeah, like could someone be in the? Are they targeting my group? Jonathan came after me, or was it one of them? Who's in this group that they know? Like, and I'm just like going, like just going off, just talking, having a conversation with myself.
Zolfer and Jables, what do you guys want to do?
I look around, and I'm still waiting for the guy to come back with the drum. But I think in the meantime, I want to get out my lute, and I'm going to start tuning it.
Okay.
Because during the fight, I sat there and
got a little detuned. Okay, so you got it now nicely tuned up.
Yeah.
Yep, it's nicely tuned.
I'm just gonna start, I guess, maybe pull out some paper and start trying to write a song about that fight for the festival that's gonna happen.
Okay. All right.
Later on.
Are there any books around?
There's lots of books that are around.
Okay, like.
There's some books that talk about a history book based on a certain era when Lord Ansis was part of the council. There's another book. That book says the reign of Lord Ansis.
Okay.
There's another book that says New Empower, and another book that says My Mysteries.
I would would like to look at the second one. I got New in Power.
New in
or something
Power?
like that. Yeah.
As you open the book, it's written all in Elvish. Can you read Elvish?
I don't think so. Let me check.
I'm like, can you speak? Can you one-handedly?
Is it in Braille?
Yes, and it says "Don't touch."
And then it's like when it's more bitch. I just don't know how people.
I don't
could
know
do
where the
that.
heck to find that, but I'm pretty sure I don't have it.
Okay. Yeah. You look at it. And it's all written in this weird language.
Be in
Okay.
feature traits or description.
Are there any books on Elvish?
How to read
Elvish for
Elvish 101.
Not
Elvish
Elvish.
101.
Okay. Well.
He's like, oh, Mom, I'm eating.
Yeah, he is. I know.
He's like, come on.
Well,
You should know
okay.
this, Mom.
Are they all in? Can I check them all? Are they all in Elvish?
I mean, you can check them all.
Okay.
You want
There's only 3 of them, right?
Yes, there's only
Okay.
3.
I'll check all of them.
Okay.
Or the remaining 2, I guess.
So if they're all in Elvish, she couldn't read the titles.
Well, the titles
Oh, they're in
are
common.
in common. And then there's like aberrations beneath it that says written by such and such.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
But you didn't go that far in your
Yeah.
investigation. But as you grab the second book, you flip it open and it's written in common.
Okay.
This one talks about the conspiracy that was behind Lord Ansis, and how, as you're briefly reading it, it tells you that he was a very prominent figure in the council. He was very well liked. And then 4 years to 6 years after his voting in, he was immediately pulled from the council. And it was never written why. Only to follow by a succession of Greylock Riverwood.
Okay, so would I have any insight on why he was removed? Like maybe talk I've heard in the...
You can roll a history check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a +1. Let me check. +1. That is a 17.
17. You have heard in like bar talk, you've heard like rumors going around like, oh, Lord Ansis was a pirate. You've heard rumors of Lord Ansis wanted more power than what he should have, and he may have murdered. You heard another rumor of he found the crown of power. You heard another rumor that he formed a super group, and it was against the Eldorian Cree. And that's all you remember about Lord Ansis.
Okay,
It's like there was
so-
multiple rumors that floated around
Gotcha.
about him.
Okay, so that was the second book. And now the third book, is it in common as well? Or is it...
This one is all in elf. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see that this one's more of like personal writing. Like it's like a journal.
Okay, well, I'm going to take it. And then I'm just going to search the world.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand. As you grab the book and you kind of like tug, he's like, "Excuse me, miss." Or sir, sorry.
Sir,
I'm
it's
trying to
sir.
disassociate the player from.
I know.
Excuse me, sir, or boy.
Can I have this?
No.
I'm just going to, before he says, can I have this, please?
No.
Can I persuade him to give it to me?
That is my personal journal.
Can I please have it?
Roll a persuasion check.
It's like a little kid.
Oh
my
gosh, this is bad. I got a 4. Okay, I give up. Okay, all
I
right,
would
here
hope
it is.
that- I
Before
would
you say
please
anything,
put
I'm just
that
going to say,
back.
here it is.
Thank you.
Here it is.
Thank
Here
you.
it is.